30 seconds left.
He is no stranger to the ace. 10 domestically
10 seconds left.
in his first year in Americas. And now here, just thriving in the chaos.
That's another one. That's another one.
DRX's first pick being Haven, I can only imagine they've completely reimagined what they've been doing. Double dive, it's obviously slightly different. Flashback going to be picking up the Neon, but I think that is a more comfortable choice.
With Flashback the first to contact, already swinging out onto the side, you've got Utility dumped. mada in a really tough spot. He will be the first to fall.
Approach from DRX with this flank as well, coming into A. Freeing still on low HP, and now that Scuba has dealt with him.
Scuba was a stud for NRG in their last matchup, but this time it's BeYN who's lighting up the kill feed. Psalm falls, and all of a sudden this attempt, the bite behind this retakes gets lighter and lighter, and they continue to crumble. It's out for the number 2 seed from Americas. Brock, too many targets to choose from. Scuba will find one left in 1v2. Mako weak. Time falling short. That dart's going to arrive a little bit late. If Scuba can get half, maybe there's a shot, but no. DRX will walk away with the pistol.
Major surprise for the roster, for everyone that was watching Pacific. And yet, DRX win out in that opening series with him in the lineup, and now it's him picking up 3 kills in the pistol here to set his team up for success. Necessarily ready for Fring to be up in that smoke.
Yeah, there's danger in that. Tries to spam, doesn't connect, and so he moves on. But the trap lies in wait. Mako, meanwhile, backside, besting the opposing Omen. And DRX lighted up once more.
That was mental, Doug. Much activity you can get on these execs. The fact that Mako is the one to be jumping in back here, and then Ethan just teleports straight into him.
Been part of their game plan.
Yeah, so the other solution is you try to play full retake.
So they're waiting for just the right moment to strike. Utility goes out, the dive through from mada, tucking into the ward, finding the kill, make that 2, gets online with 3. Graffiti is his for the taking, as is the sight for NRG.
That was absolutely gorgeous for mada. Mako, the sole survivor here, does end up taking mada down at the end of it, but NRG will get there first here. Right, they decide to play full retake. They don't want to deal with the Waylay ult at all.
Sure.
And then it's mada here, that quick transfer onto the second player. And this is what I'm so impressed by with mada consistently. This is why he's the ace king short.
Yeah,
that's when they're popping into the B site, and this is no different.
I think one big difference here is remember the ults that they have at their disposal on the defense.
Yeah. Really good retake ults, even denying the plant here with Andre's Fury. Flashback is still fighting up.
Scuba has his ult, Flashback is in trouble. There's no real easy way out of this. You kind of have to take your heels in and try to take the fight. Meanwhile, the ult in exchange to try to clear out the lockdown will succeed. Winman pushing the pace, looking to fight forward, stunned up, forced to take another one, and falls at the hands of it. Meanwhile now, BeYN and Mako, 2 left standing side by side. And now it's just Mako in a 1v3. Brock sticking the defuse. We'll get it all the way there as NRG find a thread to pull on. And
but very good moment-to-moment calling out of Ethan. First of all, they deal with that lurk, right? The timeout they called previously was all to deal with those lurks. But then, NRG were set up. They're rotating 3 players over towards C-Link to start the rotate in.
Wall goes up. Immediately proc, the Nano 2, they're double diving onto this. That was really cool. The Neon into B, the Waylay into Garage, and Scuba gets a kill.
But mada backside with this operator has to be forced out, fully spotted up, but he gets the kill off the lasers. He's still fighting through this side, tearing apart DRX. mada finds 4. Now numbers and Flashback in Garage, sees the gun.
And sees Psalm, gets 1, and gets away. Might get a shot at the second.
On the clock. Look where the spike is down on A short. They're going to fake a pop into B and try to slip this guy up into A.
And that was a relief. That was the last bit of pressure they needed to clear. Scuba falling opens the way for them to go. Ethan has to win out all these fights just to have a chance.
This mada has jumped over the tripwire on the flank.
24 HP. Health be damned when you get a shot like that. BeYN's the first to fall. What can DRX do? They try to white knuckle their way onto this site. They try to hang on, and it falls into 1v1 once more. But now all attention, all eyes on him. A tap of the spike, a challenge, and mada seemingly unwinnable. How do you clear that out? The cam falls, yes, but now the real swing comes through.
Over into the C site, and we're going to see a little test of these DRX retakes already in the pistol.
While the paranoia is out, it's not going to tag onto anyone. Tap, tap, tap as the spike goes away. Flashback, the first to fall. Are they aware? Surely they know. Yeah, a couple of guns trained that way. No, maybe they weren't as aware as I thought. Vreen gets a free one.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, they get a couple all over the site. You mentioned they were going to test that retake.
And they've got to turn around and deal with these players that had started creeping out. It was that pressure, I think, that BeYN generated by killing the lurker and then disappearing on the map. I think this, converting here, getting up to 10, then you just need a few good ult rounds to carry it through.
They're just freezing on the other side of the smoke. The trip gets cleared and immediately utility through.
Look at BeYN step up into that cage. I absolutely love it.
Ethan's gotten some high ground. He's gone undetected, but a classic into the face of a bulldog like that is tough.
But to break the one-way that had been put down on top of the site there, used his own cage to do that. As a matter of fact, gets up into it.
Jump scare, bro.
Of events that has us to this point.
Hello.
DRX once again in a spot to try to do it again, and they're pushing for blood. Aggressive down C-Long. Flashback gets the opener. They continue to crunch in. One and done, but Champs is a different beast. One kill found, drops the cage, tries to cover. Can't find any more.
So BeYN is going to be able to slip back into the site. Now he needs one. Flashback's going to need one. Everyone needs one.
He gets two! As BeYN gets both. Scuba tries to get them back into the round, get back into the action.
These bonuses just keep on working for DRX. BeYN just toying with him on the off angle. But at the end of the day, DRX are still in a great spot.
This trip is still up. Utility has not cleared it. Women's gonna try to push the pace again, but Ethan, feeling the threat, off the spike, takes the fight. But there's more, there's a layer to it. Science behind it.
It's an iron grip.
With confidence and conviction, DRX continue to push the pace, continue to take the fight to NRG, and every single time they seem to win it out. As close to perfect as you can get. A complete stomp on their map pick, 13-4 for DRX.
It is going to be Waylay versus Waylay, but my talking point again is going to be Flashback going onto the Yoru.
Got a flash on the Yoru.
We say that.
That's it.
There's that flash. And there's the snap onto Brock.
The map's also gone quiet. This is a little concern for NRG. Now the fights start coming online. NRG back into the thick of it, but DRX just cut them down. One by one they go. Only Ethan to try and stop it, but it's not going to happen.
Fully denying any advantage they might be able to pull. That's on the tap. He finds one. That's freeing. One of the weaker ones, but Flashback gets his three, and that's the pistol.
Both, conversions of the anti-eco and the bonus back on Haven. So we're going to be looking at that. I think you see here just a masterclass out of Flashback. It's only him with a piece of utility to actually, even if it means light armor. This is 4 players on light armor, and DRX have bought up a few guns.
The dimensional drift will pave the way, or at least get a little bit of info.
And they all dodged the knife.
But there are 2 here, and they know exactly where they are. Women behind enemy lines. TP's back away. And Flashback once again nipping at his heels, looking to take the fight. And it's a disaster once more for NRG. Saw him the last standing. And carry it into the next round. We'll take a look at this one more time. This was off the back of an opener too, but this double dive is just...
I mean, the utility didn't even crush NRG. It was just Flashback's flash.
Yeah.
That's it. There was a lot sent that way. There was a paranoia. DRX are headed towards A, but these are the types of ideas you can start weaving in there to disrupt DRX.
That was one of the guns. mada had a rifle. They've flatlined. No signs of life. Who's the spark? It's not Scuba either. As DRX, particularly women, just continues to push forward.
Usually they're the squad that's doing what DRX are doing right now. Just knocking you sideways. And, well, now freeing, playing with his food right behind him.
On notice.
The way I see it, Doug,
yeah.
I think NRG have really 3 main options they can play with coming into these future rounds. We quickly pinch into A.
Only 2 on site. The dart's not going to do a ton. They try to cancel out on the other side.
BeYN
Odin gets a little bit, but BeYN gets more.
But he's going to be the bait for DRX. Tom needs 2 here to give NRG a chance.
There's his 1. How much more can he do? 2, 3! And all of a sudden, they're up in numbers. Women should be able to get the spike down, though. And now left in a 1v2. He has been a demon. Just waiting on the other side of the wall. It's going to be a quick draw. It goes down.
30 seconds left.
mada spots the shoulders, fights into the swing, gets the best of flashback, gets freeing too. Now the ult hits out onto the site. The paranoia should buy a little bit of time. The defenses of NRG looking to stand strong. Flash over the top. DRX through, mada with 3 on the round, make that 4. Looking for the ace, and mada delivers.
30 seconds left.
He is no stranger to the ace. 10 domestically
10 seconds left.
in his first year in Americas.
Remaining.
And now here, just thriving in the chaos.
That's another one. That's another one.
Jump spots that again? Gets away. Risky, but they're chasing him down. Brock tries to fill in on the space. Spam coming through the most uncomfortable position, and eventually the spam connects.
And at the same time, Mako from the shadows into the back line now. DRX surrounding NRG on this A site. Som does well to shut him down.
The op, just off the mark, flashed up. But once again, DRX get the openers. They get the site. They get the space. Freeing's gonna catch Scuba too.
He saw him. What?
Oh no, what happened there? Freeing misplays that horribly.
Has a molly, has the wall.
And mada has an op and will have the line.
Oh!
There it is, the collat! On to 2, Scuba gets the last. NRG gets a 3.
To go into this site. No info on Scuba.
Yeah, flashback only spotting 1. Ethan now 2, TP's out. And it's Mako who fills in, but they're stalling out onto the site. The Parano's going to buy a little bit of time. Once again, Scuba can play spoiler. Once again, Scuba can deliver, and he does. 2 found. Onto the 3rd, but of course.
And now mada's here on the flank.
He's got the op in hand. Slowly swinging out onto the site. Trying to get the spike down. He spotted him, but is he going to land the shot? Patience with it right on the mark. He's going to be able to get his ones as well, isn't he? The Brock. Odin on the other side, and it's mada that closes it out. 2 members of the defense here. Flashback not far off. There's a double dash from mada out onto the site. They've gotten the space. Not even concerned about getting it down. They want to take this fight all the way up. And Freeing jumps down from heaven, gets the best of mada. But Scuba and Brock are there to wait and greet with open arms.
Last player
What a chaotic pistol.
Find you.
Such a wild approach.
So clever. They fight elbow, claim heaven control for themselves, and then pinch back down onto the site. It's like they were the ones that were actually playing defense.
Sure.
And DRX were running a B split on them. I don't know about that one, mada.
Unfortunate timing there, but manages to stay alive. There's the swing onto BeYN. Bullet between his eyes, and all of a sudden the defense gets a little bit lighter, a little bit weaker. Wow. You want to get out of this as cleanly as you can. That's 1 Guardian down. All you've got left is the Vandal, ripping this out of their hands. Mako gets 3. Whispers of nightmare creep over their shoulder.
At least in the NRG camp. And this is again that same idea, fighting up into heaven, this time teleporting in there. From Som.
Not a lot of help here. Meanwhile, the ult is popped mid. Freeing, realizing he's in a position to make a play, gets his 1. Now it's on BeYN, who's going to be challenged. Flashback has joined. Som TPing forward right into his death. As BeYN's there to meet him, gets another. Not able to connect onto the 3rd, and there is the outlaw. Flashback connects. Brock in the face of 3, cannot convert.
After round, so often on those light armors. So what better than the outlaw? What better than BeYN from that position? That was just class.
Yeah, well, I mean, also fully flash, getting the kill, like, ask mada to deliver, and they're giving him the tools to do it.
Yeah, so often he's just dropped back though, and with Ethan dropping out of the round, this one it seems cooked. Coming in.
Yeah, on the timing, which makes sense, and they're still hedging their bets. You still have flashback rotating. You still have BeYN and Mako A. It's still a flawless round for DRX.
For NRG, they've got a buy, they've got ults, they've got Brock's Odin.
They try to speed up E off of Ethan's ult. mada TP's forward, spams into the smoke, gets 1. You mentioned this was do or die. They have to find a way through, but flashback hits where it hurts into the 2nd. Brock falls, tucks back, looks for another fight, and it's Freeing who joins in on the fray. Actually, forget about slowing down. They want to continue to push the pace. Ethan will drop a volley to provide a little bit of cover, provide a little bit of space. Dropping down from over the box. Ethan is there to greet. mako left in a 1v2. Decay down to next to nothing. Ethan gets 4. NRG get to 9.
Ethan stepped into that role in stage 2. Led his team to the best finish all year. Revived this roster. And also can put up rounds like that.
Pushed back. And now they're going to speed up. Give them a bit of their own medicine. Flashback strikes. And he's going to double dip. He's sticking around. Has no choice. Digs his heels in. Connects onto Ethan and BeYN is here. Flashback gets another. Only one way through, and that's forward for Flashback. He's gonna pop the flash. Shorty in hand. A second set of BeYN pushes it out.
Planted.
Scraps. But hope dies last. The swing out and Som connects.
From what we saw previously, DRX stealing rounds away. DRX winning handedly, and NRG limping out with a round win.
3v3. The spike ticking away, and now it's on DRX. The onus is on them. They're the ones who have to get active. Tap of the spike to force the fight. The spam comes through. Som, Shorty connects. mako once again a 1v3. Try to keep them alive, and he cannot. We're going the distance. We're going to Lotus.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. DRX, yeah, they're gonna run that comp again.
And to say they have been hard to deal with is an understatement.
Already dashing out onto the site. You see the suck towards spawn. You see the C's and the smoke elsewhere too. And Brock and Som filling out onto the side, able to get a couple of picks. They slammed the door on the DRX hit. Beautiful.
Slowly easing on the gas, getting into this B side. It belongs to them.
A little misdirection. And now it's going to be on NRG. The nade through, forcing the fight forward. Kills traded. As it settles and as it gets quiet, NRG continue to push forward, continue to creep. A little bit more utility to have to deal with as mada gets the best of him. BeYN's left in a 1v1 with Scuba on the other side, and BeYN for DRX hits it again.
And he has been so clutch, especially on these pistol rounds for the squad. An absolute animal on the Ghost. NRG didn't stand a chance. The fast cycling here is just on full display. There you have it. It's online. Slow crawl into a site.
And then just when you think you can lull to sleep, they pound the site once more.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hyunmin goes in, Hyunmin goes out, and DRX get the kills. Oh, 3 for BeYN.
Damage that you can do to a team where it's like, all of a sudden, well, we were planning on doing the quick floods. I mean, brother.
My ultimate is
that even came in before the taunt came to everyone.
Yeah.
It's going to be a full-on retake. NRG looking to abuse numbers.
Meanwhile, Flashback looking to take the fight to them, not allowing them to settle. But Scuba swings out onto the site, covers into their backs. And Brock gets another one. BeYN a 1v4. Good luck. That's 2. 9 bullet. Oh! BeYN does it again! Into this map, a new challenger has entered the stage, and that's BeYN.
This guy was sitting on the bench all of stage 2. DRX brought in a ringer to Paris. A 4K on the round. Shutting out NRG.
11-0, still more to find. And now Flashback gets involved. And still a spotless stat line from their fade. The nade through. And now Hyunmin's gonna pop his own ult to make matters even worse. I mean, you buy a little bit of time off of the Vice ult, but for what? Flashback falls, but there's BeYN again, striking! Gets 2, stays alive! The man is invincible! Out, they break the door, Hyunmin pops his ult, but it's traded back by the Steel Guard in
20 seconds.
They're really burning this candle at both ends here. mada satchels away. They try to fill in onto the spike. The spike hits the ground as Ethan tries to hold the line on his own. Flashback pushes the pace. And Hyunmin grabs the spike, sinks it into the soil of the site, but Som is there over the top. mako in the face of 3, make that 2. And the suppressive fire might just be too much. Som gets it to half, waits it out. 51 HP into the swing, Brock gets 3. NRG will get their second.
2 kills in the previous, now 3, switching around from every single gun in the game. It
10
sounds.
seconds left.
First with this Odin, trying to lay down the covering fire for his teammates.
One enemy.
With the Yoru falling early on.
Mako doesn't have his ult.
They're still fighting in water.
mada pops his ult, gets the kill.
Group now, 3 players advance to deal with Mako.
Sam has his flash, but they're contacting up. That's danger. Mako looking to stand tall, eventually falls. Freeing's left in a 1v3.
Flash trap destroyed.
A long way to Paranoia just off the mark. The dog invested 2 to spot their last remaining member of DRX.
Slow things down. Be a lot more controlled on the reclear. Good opening kill from mada. Also has the showstopper. I also think he's consistently been finding value with his paint shells. He's gotten some kills, yeah, but mostly it's about forcing players to swing back into him.
On strike again.
It's a bait setup.
Freeing. I just got dropped. They're committing onto this. They've put the wall behind them. They're going C.
But they have the Prowlers. Now they know.
That nade
Beautiful.
is going to be a mess. mada gets his kill. There's one more there, but he's so weak. A stiff breeze would knock him over. Brock gets 3. It's a flawless round for NRG.
Walks in, takes things slow. Reads exactly what Mako's going to be doing on the other side.
One enemy remaining.
Not really the DRX way to try otherwise.
Wow.
And that's going to proc the Nightfall just on the other side of the eye. Yunmin's able to get 1. No weapon. Oh, there is a weapon upgraded. Excuse me. Scoob on the swing. And who else but the steady hands of Brock to put 1 away. But BeYN can't continue.
In NRG's favor. NRG are the comeback kings here in Paris. They did it to EDG.
Oh gosh, he's gonna get challenged. The hand! mada trying to get a little revenge. Shows a hand of his own, and it's ill-advised. But we've mentioned it, you never count NRG out. The Paranoia through. Spike should get out onto the site. Freeing was there to clean him up. Brock in a 1v4.
Got how good this guy was back on Corrode. Right in the elbow. Centimeters the difference in this round. If Ethan lives, NRG can scale up into round. They can play the round they wanted instead. Back into NRG.
This looks so fast. The flash on the other side. Meanwhile, a fight on both fronts.
Wow.
mada's the one who wins it out.
First lurkers to activate to regroup back with the team.
Love that nade. Actually drops it back. Trying to take this fight. Flashback. Beautiful flash. Beautiful kill. Flashback gets another. DRX snatched the site out of their hands. The 2 lurkers that you mentioned are going to show up too little, too late. Scuba's going to try his best, but he will fall.
Like it was too easy for them to get on there. The speed at which they took it and then fight up into heaven meant there was no time for their lurkers to go anywhere. And they're both quaking in their boots, not wanting to walk into Flashback's off. Flashback has the operator. Mound has been his domain, but mada shuts him out.
Full gas forward. Prowler out, satchel through, but the Paranoia in exchange for Mako might be good enough. mada gets clocked. Clothesline. Oh! Connects with the up. Freeing into 1v3. Ethan gets a spike down. Brock delivers.
They know this operator's been seized, so they call for the boost up play. That's not a haunt. He's not playing on information. That is him seeing for just a half second. Flashback on the other side. And then the speed up into the rest of the side, everything. It'll be a 4-on-4 retake. They will have to fight out against all odds.
He's got a shorty. Pops the ult. Ventures forth. Looking to pick a target. Looking for a name to claim. And it's BeYN who falls first. And there it is! Sam's the one who falls! NRG still with the numbers advantage. Mako so far away from the play. It's Flashback on his own. 3 on the round. Scuba puts him out. NRG gets a series.
From disappointing finishes in kickoff and stage 1. Nice! Actually tagged on that.
Yeah, and now they can speed up. They're gonna have the C side if they go. And go they do. Freeing. Wrapped around, he falls. mada gets 2. The young star looking to push NRG there. Questions about when they die have been, they will continue to go unanswered. NRG prove that you cannot kill what you did not create. For the very first time in org history, welcome to the Champs playoff stage.